When you play the Game of Thrones, you
Subscribe and like.
or you die. There is no middle ground.
Alright, hello guys. So welcome back to the Greasecom Junior channel, and this is going to be an end of the year kind of review video. I always like doing these kind of the end of the year, and this year I decided, hey, let's just look at, in my opinion, my top 5 videos of the year. My own personal opinion, again, of my own channel, of some of the stuff I'm most proud of, and all of that. So again, let me know down in the comments if, there's a video that you liked that I put out this video, or if there's a video that I put out this year that you really liked, or whatever your first video was on the channel. If this was your first year on the channel, let me know. I'm always curious to kind of see what you guys enjoy the most on the channel. For me personally, I have 5 that I think, to me, I went through this year entirely and looked and saw what was my top 5 for me, in my opinion. And I kind of wanted to get on this list like a broad, like each type of different content that I make on this channel. And I think it kind of came to the 5 I'm the most proud of. So just to start off with, I think for me personally, right, the last chapter analysis we did, which was Dany 5, A Golden Crown, I really enjoyed doing this reread episode. It's one of my favorites of the entire book. And I thought for me personally, the way I articulated this chapter specifically and the way I did this chapter, I really enjoyed. It's not, again, and this isn't my best performing videos of the year. That would be a completely different list, and all of them would be basically about George R. R. Martin, like this video. But I personally really enjoyed doing that video, and I think all the analysis videos are really good. I'm really proud of my rereading series. I think it's, pretty good for the most part. But if I was going to choose one, I was kind of in between, like, this chapter, the When Are You Die chapter, maybe some of the early Dany chapters. I really enjoyed doing the reread for the Dany stuff this year. And so I think, to me, we're going to be doing more of that in the next year. I think that was probably a video that I wanted to have in my top 5. So my number 4 is, again, another recent, there's a lot of recency bias probably on this list, but another video that I thought, for me personally, that I think was one of my favorite videos was the Feast for Crows book retrospective. And we've been doing this again for the last couple months, but, I've done 1, 2, and then 3, and then part 4 will be out by the time you guys watch this video. But I personally have really enjoyed doing this series. It's more or less a less detailed version of like my reread series, but I put a lot of work into those. And I thought, part 1, I really enjoyed because you have to go into the mind of a reader coming off of A Storm of Swords. It's been about 5 years after, and trying to really go into A Feast for Crows with an open mind and trying to like accurately depict what I thought of each of the plot lines and each of the starting chapters. And it was just a really good way to start out the book. And so I really enjoyed this video. And I know, again, this series doesn't get that much love compared to like other stuff on the channel. And again, I think there's a common trend with, on this channel, the stuff I'm the most proud of, the stuff I put the most work into, usually doesn't get as many views. Like, if you think about just stuff like this, right? How long does it take George R. R. Martin to write? It's like, it was a video that I saw from a comment, and I did some quick math, took me less than 15 minutes, recorded a video, had it up real quickly. This video didn't take very long. It wasn't very hard, very big effort video, and it does more or less pretty well on the channel. Like 2K views is pretty solid. But yeah, so that's kind of going to be a trend with this list. Is a lot more on videos I'm proud of more than they actually did well. But yeah, so number 3, again, I've done a lot of character analysis videos throughout this year, and I kind of limited it down to 3 that I was the most proud of, but I ended up going with Maekar Targaryen. I enjoyed doing this video because Maekar, he's not a character that's necessarily talked about a lot, but let me type it in. Again, this is a video that I just don't feel like there's many videos on Maekar. He's a very under-talked about character. He's someone I really enjoy because there's so many parallels to him in the main story with Stannis. He's just an underrated and underappreciated, like I have in the title, Targaryen, and I put a lot of effort into these character analysis videos. So I was between either doing this one, Visenya, or my Viserys the Beggar King video, and I think, to me, the one I enjoyed doing the most was this one, the one that I put the most work into, probably this one or Visenya. And so I decided to put this one on there. I thought about putting Viserys on there because it's a video I really enjoyed, and it's a one also that like got reacted to by a bigger YouTuber. So that was really cool, and that was something that was very memorable from this year about my channel. So I did decide to go with Maekar, but I could definitely see why somebody else would enjoy one of my other character analysis videos. I also did one, I think, on Daemon Targaryen this year. I did a House Hightower video that's kind of similar in format to those, so I really enjoy doing those as well. My number 2 video for this year, I think this is a video I reference quite a lot, but this video right here, Who Are Jon Snow's Parents? This was a video made almost blatantly because at this time of the year, I'd been doing a reaction to Order of the Green Hands channel and their series on Ashara, and this video I was very passionate about doing because, you know, when I was reacting to the series of the Order of the Green Hands, I couldn't really, there was no point when doing the reaction where I could really just like pause it, break down why I believe in Rhaegar and Lyanna, and like certain points like that they would keep bringing up. It was hard to like continuously keep responding the same arguments. So I just started to do like an all-out video, and this was a video that again took a lot of effort. I made a lot of, you know, had a lot of quotes in it, had a lot of extra background stuff going into it, a lot of research. It's a video that, you know, I'm very proud of, and it's always the video I'm going to point to. Like if you ask me why I don't believe in Ned and Ashara or why I believe Rhaegar and Lyanna, I'll point to this video. And this video, for you guys that watched 25 Days of Winds of Winter the last 2 days, it's basically, this video is more or less a culmination of both of those videos, except I'm responding to why I don't like Ned and Ashara theory. So yeah, I think this is, again, this is a video that also did well. So it had a combination of, it did pretty well, and it's a video I enjoyed. So, you know, and I was very passionate about. So I think it made number 2, it made sense. So number 1 for me, it has to be a video that was very important to me personally. It's not going to be one that's like a favorite for you guys, but it was something that this video here, which is my journey with depression, anxiety, and heartbreak, it was a video that I had planned on doing for a very long time because it was something that, you know, I'm very passionate about trying to, again, one of the main reasons of this channel is, you know, whether that's to help people that are going through a tough time, maybe give them some sort of escapism to go deeper into the world that I love, that helped me through so many issues, or talking about just my struggles that I've had so far in my life that could maybe positively help someone else try and get out of that type of situation. And so this video meant quite a lot to me because it was the culmination of, at that, you know, at this point, 23 years of life. And it was just a very important video to me because I wanted to really just be transparent about some of the things that, you know, had been going on in my life for kind of this last year. Like this last year was a really good year for me. I mean, there's been, you know, ups and downs, but, you know, overall for like mental health reasons, it's been a solid year. I think this back half has been much more challenging than the front half because of, you know, physical health things, right? You know, it's, you know, life is something that you just continuously are getting thrown at. And, you know, as soon as I kind of get my mental health kind of in a good spot, I feel like the physical health starts to kind of decline. I've been having a lot of back issues for upwards of, you know, like the last 6 months. And I'm kind of in a place now where it's, you know, a bit better, but, you know, the reason I you know, wanted to get a standing desk and I wanted to be in this position is so that I can get some relief where I'm not always sitting, and, you know, standing helps my posture, my back, and things like that. So yeah, again, long story short, this video was the most important for me this year that I put out. It was the one I'm very proud of. I'm very proud that, you know, if you would have asked me, could I have made this video 2 or 3 years ago, I would have told you I couldn't. It was very difficult, a lot of difficult stuff to talk about in this video. You know, I think especially the part of this video that, you know, was very difficult for me to talk about was things that I haven't talked about with very many people in my real life. So, you know, the people that watch this video, you know more about some of the issues I was going through than a lot of people in my real life. So, again, for all the people that gave support to that video and watched that video and had nice comments, I really do appreciate you. But that, to me, was my top 5 videos of the year. Let me know what you guys thought. If you guys thought there was some that were better, some that were worse. And again, this is a year where there was a lot of learning, right? Like, if you even look at my thumbnails, just look at my thumbnails, the way they were even just 3 months ago, and now you look at them kind of now, a lot different. You know, the style is quite different. And, you know, I mean, again, this video, I'm glad I hovered over it, but, Voice of Old Town, or Ricky, he's helped me a lot with, how do I format things and how do I slowly get better at this YouTube thing. But yeah, so thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys all for the support over the year. I'm looking forward to another year of content. We're going to be continuing to do the rereads. I'm happy to get back into those. We're going to be hitting into the retrospective, finishing up Feast for Crows. Like I said, last part when it comes to the actual chapters came out yesterday, so check that out if you want. And then we'll be doing kind of some conclusion videos for Feast for Crows, and we'll be hitting up Dance next. And then we're also going to be continuing our Robert's Rebellion, hopefully getting that done in the first couple months of the year. And then we'll be kind of doing some other stuff, right? Trying to continue doing this stylized version of the way I did the Winds of Winter, like predictions video, like this video specifically, getting your guys' comments and your questions so it can drive discussion. It's not always just me talking about my own thoughts. We can have things that maybe I haven't thought of, or maybe things that I don't agree with, but I think are interesting for discussion. So yeah, just trying to continue going into the next year. We have House of the Dragon coming in the next year. So a lot of things to be excited about. And again, I want to point this out because it's at the end of the video. If you guys are interested in Percy Jackson content, subscribe to the second channel. I'm going to have it linked in the description. Check that out if you want to. I've been putting out some really detailed videos on the episodes, some content over there that I'm actually, really enjoying doing with one of my friends. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.